Alright guys, we're going to try a new concept today, which is called the order of operations. So when you're doing a math problem that has more than one operation, and operation is add, subtract, multiply, and divide, you have to do it in a certain order or you won't get the right answer. So make the list. So the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to do anything in parentheses. So anything, no matter what it is, add, subtract, multiply, or divide. If it's in parentheses, you're doing it first. Sorry, anything in parentheses. And those are what parentheses are. And then the second thing that you would do, and you shouldn't have it on here, but I'm just going to write it here anyway, is that you would do exponents, which we know. So you would do the exponents. So anything that you would see exponents, you would do. So if it was like 10 to the 2. Okay. And then what you're going to do is you're going to multiply or divide left to right. I can't spell today. I'm so sorry. So what that means is no matter what it is, multiplying or dividing, you got to do them all, but you have to do them in order from left to right. So it's kind of like if you think about like an old school typewriter, and you had, when you used to use a typewriter, you would just have to always push back before you go to the next line, where like now you just press enter, but before you'd have to like literally push the paper back to the beginning again before you could type the next line, and you'd have to turn it. So you're going to multiply, divide, left to right. And I'm just writing this all down, and then we'll practice, okay? And then the last thing you do is you're going to add or subtract from left to right. Again, it doesn't matter if it's adding first or subtracting first. You always do it left to right. So you wouldn't do all the adding, then all the subtracting. You would just do it whatever the order was from left to right. Okay, so if we look at this problem right here, 36 divided by 6 plus 5 times 3. So the first thing we do is parentheses, there's none. Then we would do exponents, there's none. Then we would do multiply or divide from left to right. So if we look going this way, this is left to right. If we look, the first thing that we come across is a division problem. We wouldn't skip over it just because it's dividing. We wouldn't do the multiplying first. We would do all of the dividing and then all the multiplying. And then if we look here, as we keep going, we wouldn't do this plus yet because we have to multiply and divide from left to right. So what I like to do when I do it is I like to do the math. So 36 divided by 6 is 6. And see, I'm going to put it underneath here, or I'm just going to cross this out so I know I don't have those numbers. And then I'm going to do 5 times 3, which is 15. And then whatever I have circled that I didn't want to do the first time, I'm going to put it down. So now I'm going to do 6 plus 15, which is 21. Wow, that was slow. I'm sorry. Okay, so the next one we have is 3 plus 7 times 12 divided by 2. So again, we go back here, anything parentheses. So we would do, and we have to work from left to right here. So we would do 12 divided by 2 first, which is 6. And then like the typewriter, we have to go all the way back to the beginning. We can't work backwards. We can't do 6 times 7. We have to go all the way back to the front. So then we would do 3 plus 7 first? No, we don't do pluses because we have to do multiplying or dividing first. So yes, we're doing 7 times 6, but just make sure that you're staying in the right order. So then I would rewrite it down here. So 3 plus 7 times 6. And then you would do 7 times 6, which is 42. And then we would do plus 3, which is 45. Okay, so then again, we have this one, 5 times 9 plus 6 times 4. Now again, you have to take your time with this, and it might get confusing only because you have to keep going backwards. And sometimes when we do more than one step, we have to keep going, like it gets us all messed up. So you're just going to take your time and go slow on this, okay? You don't want to try to rush through it just because the facts are easy, because then you'll just get yourself messed up. Always follow this order, just take your time, and then as you keep going, it will get easier for you because you'll get into that rhythm, but you always have to work from left to right. So anything in parentheses, no. Exponents, no. Multiply or divide from left to right. Well, we have 5 times 9 and 6 times 4, so we're not going to do this adding yet. So we're going to do 5 times 9, which is 45, and 6 times 4, which is 24. And again, I just like to cross it out just so I know that the numbers are there, or I write underneath or above, just so that I can see it. And then I can just put this little plus right here, and then I can just do it. So 45 plus 24 is 69. And now sometimes this one's working out in our favor because they've got divide, multiply, and then minus all in a row. So we would do 14 divided by 2, which is 7, and then times 7, which is 49, and then we would do 49 minus 26, which should give us 23. Okay? Again, take your time on this. If you're confused, please reach out to me because we can sit and do it together. Like I could set up a Zoom or something, or like a Google Meet, and we can just sit and kind of go through the problems together, okay? But don't just get frustrated and then stop doing it. If you're frustrated, then walk away and come back. But don't just like not finish because you're frustrated, because I'm still here even though we're not together, okay?